Hey, welcome everyone. My voice just cracked. Hey, for everyone who's watching in the future, you can skip about 2 minutes ahead. I'm still dialing things in. I just went live. Obviously, you're watching it right now. Sorry you missed the live stream, but I do these every Wednesday. Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific. I don't know what time this is for you, but that's when we did this live. Go ahead, skip 2 minutes. We'll start the show. In the meantime, I'm just going to check a couple of things. Let's turn my microphone off. Hey. Okay, good. That's a new button I programmed. I got a little keyboard over here that turns my mic off because I'm going to hit this cymbal. It's going to be loud. Okay, so I'm going to turn the mic off and let's make sure that that's better. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm going to turn the mic on. Let's make sure I quiet the cymbals first. This is my second drum stream. I mean, technically third. I don't know. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's check some of the other screens. I keep going this way and then this way, so it's probably best. If you guys are wondering, this is how I change all the different scenes with this thing called a stream deck. So I've got this camera right here that's on, and then I've got the overhead view, and then I've got the computer that's playing the backing tracks, and also we can put me over there and the overhead. Hey, yo. Or both. That's a bit much. And we've got the room camera, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Chat, anyone here? Hey, Schmooster, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. How you been? We are mixing things up today. I decided, hey, Jersey, how you doing? Am I okay drums too? You're going to find out. You know what? I'm not a drummer. I would never, ever say that. But I do play the drums. I like to play. I hire drummers. That's the way I'll put it. Same with guitar. I could play guitar, but I hire guitar players. I could sing, but I hire singers. You know, I don't need to do that shit myself. Glad you guys are here. Yeah, I wanted to, honestly, this is an experiment. So we'll just go ahead and jump right in. What I'm doing today is, this is the Roland VAD electronic drum kit. So I'm going to turn off my mic for a second to make sure I don't trigger these samples. And instead of using the E cymbals, I decided to put up, I decided to drop my stream deck. I decided to put up Real Cymbals because I just don't like it. I don't like the E cymbals. I don't like the way they feel. Again, I'm not a drummer, so I feel like a lot of the... It kind of be like, imagine playing the string with your fingers or a pick, the thing that, you know, helps you keep time, and instead of feeling the note, it's kind of sludgy. Whereas this is nice. Right? Like I can feel the cymbal, the reactivity of that metal touching the tip of the stick. And I'm just not a fan. So thankfully we got a donation. Well, they didn't donate it. I'm sure they're going to ask for it back. But AEA Microphone sent over this really nice ribbon. I believe it's an R88, R88A or something like that. Look at, you guys can't tell, but this microphone is like the size of my entire forearm. Thing's freaking huge. It's no joke. So I got an overhead mic picking up the cymbals, and I've got a couple of tracks I'm going to play to here with just, everything minus drums. Let's go ahead and leave me in there. So I can play along to it, I can record it, and then just listen back and see what it sounds like. Because again, I really haven't done this before. So chat, if you guys got any questions, please let me know. Been good. How are you? Always tune in for the stream if you can. I appreciate that, Schmooster. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of the Skeleton crew, in particular you, Schmooster. Definitely appreciate your support here. In case you guys want to know where the money goes, it goes to upgrading here. This is a really shitty camera. This is a webcam. I want to have 3 cameras in this room. We've got the overhead one on the ceiling. We got the one I've been looking at. And this one's just a dookie webcam that just found in my drawer or something like that. So I would love to put up a couple of good cameras, not just for this room, but also in the bigger room. The room cam's not very nice. So thank you so much, Schmooster. That's exactly where your funds are going, to help me upgrade this studio. Anyways, that's all we're doing today. I'm gonna play a couple of songs just to test out if this experiment will work. I kind of tested it last Sunday? I think 2 weeks ago Sunday. My friend Derek Jones came over. He's a phenomenal Las Vegas bass legend. He plays on the show Keough. And we were checking out a Sandberg bass, and at some point in the end, I was like, hey, can I hop over the drum kit and just jam? Because I threw up these cymbals, but I hadn't dialed it in yet. And that's what I want to try doing today. I'm going to play 4 different songs, kind of like I do with the basses, and I just want to try to make this work and see what it sounds like, and if I have to add reverb and delays, not delay, but EQ compression, see what I can do to get it to gel and sound good. Schmooster, and with the $1 donation, sir, you're the best. I like it. Okay, this first song you might recognize. It's a Deadbeat original. The song's called No Blindfold. I recorded everything on it. Vocals, drums, guitars, bass, all of it. The drums are pulled out, so right now I just want to get a level for the track, make sure it's okay. So chat, can you guys let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, whatever's going on, please. Sounded pretty good to me in my ears. I want to record this one just kind of as is. I don't want to do any. Actually, hold on. Let's see. I've got a little bit going on in processing land, but not much. I just threw these up kind of blind. This is like my go-to EQ curve for overheads, rolling off the low end, dipping out somewhere around 700. That's where all the nasty upper mids are. And there's just a top end boost because this is a ribbon mic. Doesn't have the hyped top end that a condenser has. So that's it. I mean, there's very little going on with the cymbals, and no compression. Okay, I have a bus compressor on, but it's not doing anything. And we have a room mic, but it's barely doing anything. If I crank it, we can bring the room if we want. Schmooster says it sounded good on this end. Sweet. I'm just gonna press record and let's see what happens. Yeah. honestly, that right there at the end, just the washing of the cymbals. Oops, I hit the wrong button. The washing out of the cymbals at the end. Oh, so much better than an E kit. These are, just to give you guys an idea of what we're working with here, these are Zildjian custom A's, kind of on the dark side, or, I mean, the darker side of medium, I guess. They're not thin cymbals. But these are like classic go-to drummer cymbals. The overhead mic is an AEA R88 active, I believe. And the rest of the kit is the Roland V drums. We're triggering the kick, the snare, and the 2 toms. There is a 3rd tom that goes right here, but I kind of wanted to do the Travis Barker. Figured we would go with that on this one. All right. I like it. Let's, before I move on, let me just take a listen to what I just recorded. Just the drums. I'm going to mute the track and everything else. This is going to take, I'm not going to listen to the whole song. We'll just check out I don't know, 30 seconds. Add some more of that room in there. I like it. Bring the track back in. They tell you never mind the firing line. That's cool. Very, it's a good sound. Does the kit come with any extra sounds? So actually, we're not triggering any of the sounds from this drum set. We are triggering a plugin from Steven Slate Drums. This is version 4. I do have version 5, but this is an older session. So this is what the hi-hat should sound like. And that's the one that I've got. I'll do that one more time with my mic off. Here's the triggered hi-hat. And then here's what my real cymbals sound like. So again, it's just more realistic feel for me. I'd imagine it sounds pretty similar in terms of how good it is. But, you know, when it comes to the triggered and the electronic sounds, like the kick and the snare, we don't mind them being the same sample each time. In fact, we kind of prefer it because it's so consistent. But the cymbals, especially hi-hat, when it's the same sampled layered on top of each other, it's just not the same as if a drummer were actually playing it. So really, this is a test because in 3 weeks, I'm going to have a band come in. I'm going to have a drummer here in this room, and we're going to have a bass and a guitar and a keyboard in the other room, and I'm going to try out doing a full band stream. And every drummer I've told, like, oh, I've got the top of the line Roland kit. They're like, ooh, can I bring a real drum set? I don't have enough mics and channels. But I'm like, no, you get to use real cymbals. They're like, oh, okay, that's much better. Let's try that. So let's move on to the next song. Unless anyone's got any questions. Killer tone. I believe you. I like it. I'm happy so far. Let's jump to, this is a song I guarantee, well, if you're a fan of mine, if you know my catalog, for sure you've heard this song before. Yeah, Schmooser is going to be awesome. I can't wait. It's going to be a good time. This is a song for sure you've heard on my channel. It's on the Deadbeat playlist. I played bass on the original. My good friend Keenan McBurney played drums, and so I'm going to do my best to channel his moves because I don't know how any of them go. Let me just drop myself somewhere in the middle of the track. I won't play the whole thing like the last one. This song's a little bit longer. Let me just check the track volume. The song's called Memphis.
Yes. So take me back, take me back, take me back to Memphis. Now you can set 'em free in the world, but you can't take the devil out of a girl from Memphis.
Yeah, that feels good enough for me. I'm digging it. Okay, let's go back to this angle. We'll stay on this one this time. There's no click. I know you can see there's a click file here. That's the wrong one. That's why it's muted. So I'm flying blind on this one. So my timing's wonky again. I don't care because I'm not a drummer. You can't get mad at me. Here we go. I mean, you could get mad, but you'd be wasting your time. That was hold on. Let me say something about this bass first. This bass was a 4-string passive P bass. I think it was my M basses. Flat wound strings, mic'd up in Ampeg B15. We live tracked this whole record. Horn sections, everything all at once. Exactly the way you would imagine they did it in the 1960s. It was pretty awesome. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to play it, I think.
Born with muddy water flowing through my veins, but the Mississippi River couldn't wash my sins away. 'Cause when you're baptized in the blue, then you got nothing to lose in Memphis. Poplar down to Beale Street, paved with soul. And if you don't mind the grind, you can call it home. Yeah. Steel strings set on fire, down and out we're still singing high in Memphis. Take me back, take me back, take me back to Memphis. So take me back, take me back, take me back to Memphis. Now you can set 'em free in the world, but you can't take the devil out of a girl from Memphis. Try to follow older sound west to the bay, but the ghost of Graceland still whispers my name. Mama told me follow your heart, 'cause there'll always be a part of you in Memphis. So take me back, take me back, take me back to Memphis. So take me back, take me back, take me back to Memphis. Now you can set 'em free in the world, but you can't take the delta out of a girl from Memphis. And times are hard, intentions run deep,
I forgot how it went.
and no one knows it better than the Bluff City streets. So let's stay together, since the good are ever in green. Take me back to Memphis. So take me back, take me back, take me back to Memphis. So take me back, take me back, take me back to Memphis. Oh yeah, take me back, take me back to Memphis. Now you can set 'em free in the world, but you can't take the delta out of a girl from
Oh, that is so satisfying for a number of reasons. I'm really not lying. I'm really digging the Real Cymbals. That is so cool. That's such a great touch to this kit. It completes this kit. This is the top of the line Roland V kit. Still missing something. Not anymore. Let me listen really quick.
So take me back, take me
I mean, it is missing something. It's missing a good drummer, but other than that,
back. So take me back, take me back, take me back to Memphis.
could also use a whatchamacallit, a metronome. That would help too. Schmusser says sounds almost like the bridge from with the mute. I don't think I know what you're. Where's my microphone going? I don't think I used what you're talking about, the foam. When I'm playing bass and I want to get that 1960s Motown sound, believe it or not, trying to get this mic closer, I prefer to do that with my palm and then play with my thumb, because then I can lean in with my palm and adjust the damping to get more muffled or less muffled, and then go to fingerstyle, like however I want. And when you put a sponge in there or the foam piece, then you're just stuck with that sound. And it also affects the tuning a little bit. You have to, I think it goes sharp. I don't remember which one it is. So yeah, I prefer to do that with just palm muting. Real Cymbals adds the headroom that the E-Kids lack. Yeah, that too. Everything's got a threshold. You know what? Speaking of threshold, let's turn that off. Let me turn on a compressor. You guys probably won't notice much. Here's with the compressor on. Yeah, it's not doing a ton, but it's actually making it easier for me to play. The next one is a cover. We don't normally do covers. I'm not going to play the whole thing. But I recorded this song for my friend Warren Hewitt at Produce Like a Pro, if you guys know that YouTube channel. We recorded the song Everlong. And Warren sent me, he sent me the stems because we did it all remotely. I didn't actually go to his studio in LA. And so he sent me the stems. And I muted the bass and I was playing along to learn the part. And it wasn't until my second 2 or 3 minutes in, I was like, this is the original recording. Warren has the stems, the original stems for Everlong. I'm playing along with Dave Grohl and all of the Foo Fighters right now. What they ended up doing is they sent that to everyone, and then we retracked the individual instruments. And for some reason, I think he was pulling apart the mix, but he must have been involved on the original session, I guess, because that's why he has all of the mix stems. It's pretty cool. Hey, Turk, how you doing? Glad to see you here. Yeah, today we're doing a drum stream. You're about to see me butcher one of my favorite songs in the world. This song is called Everlong. Let's give it a shot. And you know what? So I just turned on the compressor just to get a little less headroom, exactly what we were talking about. And I'm going to beef up the room mics a little bit. Let me turn off my mic to make sure. Yeah, okay, let's go with that. This one's for you, Turk. Thanks for joining. Glad you're here. Okay, here we go. I'm sweating so bad. God, bass is so much easier to play. Holy shit. Jesus. Dave Grohl, you're a monster. I'm not even playing half that song right. For less than half the pint of a liter of blood. Yeah. You guys are going to see that commercial next week. Schmooster's letting you guys on. We got a new commercial coming. I don't have any of the commercials. Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, no. Okay, wait. Yeah. Let me show this to you guys really quick while I go grab a towel and unsweat myself. Because, Jesus, I'm sweating pretty profusely. This is a new commercial that I just posted the voiceover session for the Skeleton Crew. That's our YouTube channel memberships. I did a voiceover session last week, and I posted that on for all the premium members. Here, check out. Here's what the commercial sounds like.
Hey friends, it's your old pal Argyle. I just want to stop by and say, Death, Life, and Kill. I mean, come join the Deadbeat Skeleton Crew. There's tons of cool perks for our members, like loyalty badges and emotes, isolated tracks, song demos, and even alternate takes. There will be no survivors! For less than the street value of 1 liter of blood, you could become a Deadbeat groupie just like me. Or any of our other tiers of membership. Honestly, they're all pretty good. So click on that link and come join the Deadbeat Skeleton Crew. Or else, I will wear your skin!
So in case you haven't noticed, we have a good time around here. We don't take anything too seriously. You know what? Life's like that way, man. If you take it too seriously, you won't make it out alive. I got one last song that I want to play. One last thing I'm going to do. This is going to be a quick stream. What time is it? I think we're almost... Yeah, it's only been a half hour. I've only got one more song. I've got a lot of songs on bass. Not that many drum songs. Turk says, my go-to bass guy killing it on drums. Aw, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm not a killer. But you know what? I've played with a lot of killer drummers, and so I just do what they do. Speaking of killer drummers, here's another one from Kellyeann Keough. This song's called Too Soon. And you know what? I'm going to change up the drum samples. I've been using the same preset the whole time. Let's see what we can do with some different drum samples. I want more of a dead snare. Actually, ooh, that's a pretty woofy kick drum. Let's keep searching and see what we find. Hold on. Wait, why doesn't my floor tom work on that? Ah, it's the wrong. Oh, they don't have a floor tom on that one. That's a cool sounding kick though. Woof, woof. Oh, I like that snare too. Can I get rid of... Why is the floor tom not working? It's one of those things where the MIDI note being sent is the wrong one. These are some cool sounding drum samples. Yeah, but none of the floor toms work on them. I could probably fix it really quick, but it'll take a while. Yeah, let's go with these ones. Not dead like I was hoping for, but still pretty sick. Now let's turn off... Sorry, I'm going to start the song in 1 second. I just want to turn down the room mics a little bit. Sick! Before you go, you got to do that bad joke drum fill. Somebody tell a bad joke. We don't need one. Sorry, that right there, that's why I keep turning off my microphone. With this button over here, because without it on, Holy moly, that's loud. Hands down, that's my favorite snare sample from Steven Slate. But now the cymbals are too quiet, so let me pull the rest of the kit down a little bit. Sorry. Then we'll play one last song. If you guys dare me, if you dare, I'll try to do some double bass on this one. And I am not a double bass. I'm not a drummer at all, let alone single. Don't give me two of them. Okay, here we go. Let's press record. I think we're gonna come in. Bam.
That feels like coming home. 'Cause you got me feeling like this could be the real thing. Wanna say it, convey what I'm feeling inside. Got my heart singing all those sweet, sweet melodies. Feel it down in my soul, got me losing control when you touch me. But is it too soon to say what I'm thinking? Is it too soon to feel what I'm feeling? With you I'm safe, I can finally be myself. But when my fears get the best of me, will you be there to help? So confused, so impatient, waiting for a moment. All I need is a sign, my heart is yours if you want it. 'Cause you got me feeling like this could be the real thing. Wanna say it, convey what I'm
Oh my goodness. That song is a jam. Kellyeann, I'm so sorry I screwed it up. Keenan, I'm so sorry I ruined it. God, that was a blast. So I love playing drums, but I'm not a drummer. I promise we're gonna get drummers here soon. Real drummers, real guitar players. This is actually, believe it or not, like I'm doing this not just to test out technology and hang with y'all, but what I'm doing in particular, you see how I keep switching angles and going from this to that, is because I want to turn these into clips, and then I want them to trend in the drum channels, and I want my drum friends to see me and go, hey, I can play better than him, and I know him. I want to go to his studio. No joke. I'm not lying. Perfect timing in the song for that double bass. You know what? I tried. That was for you, Schmooster. Guys, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for, I know it wasn't a bass stream, and, you know, I'm trying to do all sorts of things here at Deadbeat. Bass content is what I excel at. I can do it by myself. I don't need help. So it's what I do the most of, but I love getting to do drums, guitars, and singing and all the other stuff. So I promise there's going to be more stuff like this. I'm just much slower at it, but very soon we're going to get some of my friends in here. I promise you. I got to get going. Thank you so much for being here, y'all. Thank you to the Skeleton Crew. Schmooster, you're the best. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Dropsky, and everyone else. I can't hit the button and turn it on, but I appreciate y'all more than you know. Help me upgrade this camera. This is the next one I want to fix. This is a shitty webcam. I want to put a real camera up here. So, y'all, if you got it in you to support, please do. I appreciate you. Thanks so much, and we'll see y'all next time. Hey, take care, Ty. Appreciate you. See you, Schmooster.